Where do you want us
Okay.
to look at that or at
We
you?
are here at the 11th Geiger Mid-Atlantic Pump and Process Equipment Symposium in Aston, Pennsylvania, and we're here with some of Geiger's vendors. These are folks from West Tech.
Right.
And Jeremy here is one of the instructors today. So Jeremy, can you tell us a little bit about the class you're going to be teaching?
I'm doing the afternoon session on when big things break. We're going to talk about maintenance and torque protection and service contracts.
Actually preventing big things from breaking.
Exactly.
Preventing
We don't like
big
big
things.
things. Big
Yes,
things
Yes,
that's
we
right.
don't like big things breaking. We prevent that.
That's good. And so, since
much
we're
as
with
we
maintenance
can.
technology, could you give our readers maybe one tip? Give us a little sneak preview. What's one tip to prevent big machines from breaking?
Monitor your torque boxes. If you
Okay.
have any type of torque protection or any type of systems that will allow you to know how your equipment's operating, maintain that stuff.
Okay.
Don't just expect it to always function correctly from the time it was started up.
Is there some preventive maintenance that can happen?
Oh, absolutely. With our equipment, there's a simple way to trial run that once a week or once a month, whatever your preference is. And there's a lot of different ways that in our operation and maintenance manual, there's a lot of ways that it gives you instructions on how to take care of that and to make sure that it is operating correctly, and that if you ever do encounter an upset in your process, that it will operate correctly and shut the equipment off before anything breaks.
Good, good.
You know,
Fantastic.
another thing that I have to add, one word that'll take care of 90% of your problems: oil.
Oil.
Change it, check it, keep it clean.
So good lubrication is
Good lubrication.
important.
Simple. My old great-grandfather was a blacksmith. He used to say that oil is cheaper than metal. Oil is cheaper than metal.
Oil is cheaper than metal. We'll always remember that. Thank you.
you.
Thanks, guys.
Good morning, I'm Steve Justice. I'm a field service specialist for Geiger Pump and Equipment. And today, we're going to do installation, startup, and commissioning of pumps. It's my hope that we'll finally get away from contractors doing poor installations and do it right, do it by the book, and have longevity of their pumps, and maybe cut down on our costs. This has been the third time we've run this class. It's usually a pretty interesting class, and hopefully we're going to save some people money in the long run.
That's great. Do you have, like, maybe, can you give us a tip that you might be sharing in the class that you could share with our readers?
Absolutely. One of the things that they've always overlooked because of cost and contractors and time constraints is to do a pre-alignment on the equipment. We don't do the pre-alignment. I come out to do the final startup, and what do I find? The pump's grouted, the pipe's on it, and the motor's bolt bound, and we can't get an alignment done. And what are we going to do now? So just that little bit of preliminary, read the manual, follow the instructions, go a long way in getting a good installation.
That's good. That's a great tip. We appreciate that.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Macco. I'm an application engineer here with Geiger Pump and Equipment, and today I'm going to be teaching a course on pump system optimization. We're going to be discussing really the key trouble, causes of trouble in pump systems. We're going to demonstrate pretty good detail the differences between especially cavitation and suction side issues with centrifugal pumps and positive displacement pumps. And then we're going to talk about the fluid dynamics, the reasons behind the issues that people have, and then we're going to give them both some long-term solutions, install VFDs, properly size your suction line, good design practices, and we're going to give them some emergency fixes. What do you do if your pump is cavitating and it's in really bad shape and you just have to keep it running while you wait for those parts or while you wait for that drive to come in?
This is fantastic. We cannot miss this class. This sounds vital. So can you give our readers maybe one tip that, since some of them can't be here today, what's the one takeaway that you would love for the people who attend your class to go home with?
Well, so the most basic piece of advice as a pump engineer is please install a suction gauge. It is really a vital piece of equipment that is forgotten so commonly, and it gives us so much information about what is going on, and it really helps us diagnose pump issues.
Well, why is it often forgotten?
it's just overlooked. Everybody thinks about what do I need out of my pump, and our point today is that we need to pay a lot of attention to what we give the pump. What are we doing with our system? What's coming into the pump? Because the pump can only take what we give it and add pressure, but it can't change the system that's feeding it.
Oh, fantastic. Thanks, Rebecca.
My name's Phil Shallow. I work for Delcora. It's an acronym for the Delaware County's Regional Water Authority.
Okay.
We're the water treatment facility. We're not the nice water, we're the other water.
Yeah.
We're here today. We were here 2 years ago for the symposium. It was very, very, knowledgeable. A lot of the vendors that were here, it worked out real well. We actually requested to come back again because it was so informative the last time. We were treated so well. And like I said, it works out real well for our company to get us out here, get us hands-on training, see what else is out there, see what other companies have, what pumps, things along those lines that our company could use maybe somewhere down the line.
That's fantastic.
Kind of wish more of our engineering guys could be here to actually see some of the latest technology that's coming out. I think a lot of it would be pretty helpful for us, in the job that we do. Just saw some of your little vendor setups and showing that the latest technology and what they have.
So when you were here last time 2 years ago, what was the one big takeaway that you went back with? Like, was there a big tip or a suggestion that helped you do your job better?
Well, the thing was, it wasn't just somebody standing in front of a classroom telling us, this is this is that, this is how this. It's actually more of a hands-on thing. There's a pump there. Okay, guys, this is, I think the last time we were here for like a mechanical seal schooling. It was a hands-on deal. Geiger presented us with like, gloves, equipment, things that we could actually work with and use. We took it apart. It was a hands-on thing. So it wasn't just somebody telling us what was going on. It was actually hands-on. Hey guys, this is our equipment. This is how it works. This is how you install it. This is what to look for.
It's pretty awesome. You get to get your hands dirty and touch the equipment and feel it and understand it. And
absolutely.
That's always good. So it's good to have you back.
Absolutely.
What's your title?
I'm a maintenance mechanic.
Awesome.
I'm the guy every day who gets to play with it.
You're the perfect reader for Maintenance Technology Magazine.
How long have you been here?
I've only been with Delcora 3 years. Before that, I was with Sunoco.
Okay.
And when they ran that company into the ground, I was let go.
Hi, I'm Tiffany with Geiger Pump and Equipment, and I've been with Geiger for about 8 years. I'm a professional engineer, and I actually work in our outside group in sales for both industrial and municipal. And the class that I'm teaching today is Pump Fundamentals and Variable Speed Operation. In that class, we will talk about basic hydraulic principles, something that we can talk to the operators about to help them understand their system and what they do and how to troubleshoot the system. So we'll talk a little bit about that and VFD operation.
Good. So can you give can you also give us maybe a tip or a suggestion or a helpful hint for our readers who can't be here today, that can't enjoy the class?
Yeah, well, one of the most important things is just to make sure that everybody is not talking the same language, and that's probably the biggest struggle when we talk about pumps. Getting the right information to help us help you.
Yes.
Pump, pressure, head, any sort of information like that. The more information you can give us, the more that we can help you, and the more that your system will run smoothly.
Fantastic. Okay, we're with Gary and Dave, and these are longtime Geiger folks, and they're awesome. And they do maintenance and repair every day of pumps and other equipment. So tell us a little bit about your day and how long you've been at Geiger, and maybe share with us some maintenance tips for our readers.
All right, well, I'm Dave Reeder. This is Gary Martin. We've been here about 19, 20 years. When you break it, we fix it. Yeah. Maintenance tip of the day, clean your sight glass. Don't trust your sight glass. It could be stained with dirty oil. But when you change the oil, take your sight glass out, clean it, put it back in. That way you get a true reading of your oil level.
You know, sometimes the best tips are the most simple, most common sense, but we don't think about them.
Even your bubble oilers.
Bubble oilers.
Clean them.
And when you, if you're going to change a seal or anything, always change the bearings. It's a cheap fix.
Yes.
If you don't change the bearings, your seals will more than likely fail a lot faster.
Premature failure. I hate that.
And I really hate that. That is.
What's the toughest thing to fix? Like, what's the problem that just drives you the craziest or gives you the most headaches?
Jeez, that's tough one.
Leaking lip seals.
Leaking lip seals, yeah.
We upgrade to labbies or bearing isolators a lot.
That's good.
We'll sell the upgrade.
Yeah.
Lip seals are a thing of the past.
How can you prevent? So to prevent that, just don't use that type of seal anymore. And
it's old technology. There's technology out there that's so much better suited for oil retention inside your bearing housing without fretting the shaft. Whereas a lip seal does damage to your shaft, which is an expensive part to replace because a $2 lip seal damages
well,
it.
2 decades of experience teaches you a lot, right? So, are there still problems that occur that you haven't seen before? Even after all these years, are there new problems?
We've probably seen it all. More than likely, be just not properly rebuilding it. Somebody's not tightening something up. Oil level's too low. Oil is change your oil and keep your oil level right on the money.
Well, fortunately, we cover lubrication a lot, and so we're a great source for those kind of tips too. So thanks for bringing that up.
All right.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Beautiful October day here at the Symposium. I'm with my buddy Scotty from Washington Gas. And I was just mentioning to Michelle that about a decade ago, we worked with them closely in developing a Hexane injection system for conditioning natural gas. And what happened was, as the LNG was coming in from overseas, or even the domestic stuff that's fracked, it's drier than normal. And that drier gas was having a tendency of cracking and destroying the gaskets. So they had some gas leaks. So this injection system, they figured out, if you're able to inject hexane into the gas, metered from anywhere from 0 to 12 gallons a minute, it's designed for 900 psi. So that's a pretty interesting application. It actually conditions the gas such that the gaskets not only won't degrade, but the degraded ones improve. They swell a little bit, and it solved a lot of problems leaking. So it's great to see that they came and joined us today for our symposium.
Good, that's awesome, and it's nice to see problems getting solved with technology and with expertise and with knowledge. So that's always the best combination. So Scotty, you took Todd's class on the centrifugal pump assembly and repair, and have you taken it before?
I have had it before, but not Todd teaching it. But it was very good today.
Good.
I learned a lot.
Good. Did you learn something new that you didn't know already?
Well, about the clearances in the actual pump.
Oh yeah, okay.
That nature, and how we picked up the clearances on the backside. Instead, I would try to put my indicator on the impeller itself. Instead, we went from the backside and did it.
Oh, good.
Makes it a lot easier.
So you can never know too much that you stop learning, huh?
Absolutely.
That's good. So is that something that you can take back to your shop and you report back to your guys, and it's something they can use every day?
Every day.
Good.
It's good stuff.
That's the idea, huh?
Very good training program.
Good. Great. Thanks. All right. So your name's Brian, and you just came out of the pump assembly and repair, centrifugal pump assembly and repair class. So tell me where you work and what you do, first of all.
I'm Brian Novak. I'm an MEIT at Johnson Matthey Pharmaceutical, and basically just took this pump course. It was very interesting. You know, a couple things that kind of, re-emphasize the importance of the criticality of rebuilding the pumps. I learned about the new Bluetooth technology for vibration analysis and all that.
Oh,
a lot of
good.
neat things coming up, and thought it was good training.
That's good. So you learned some things that you didn't know already.
Yeah.
That you can take back and share with your colleagues at the shop and
If you want to call them colleagues.
yeah. So you can take this back and you can kind of share some tips that you learned and put those into practice.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
That's fantastic. Good. All right, thank you.
I'm Brandon Shimp. I work for Dow Chemical in the industrial wastewater plant at the Bristol site location.
Okay, cool. And so you went to the pump optimization class this morning, and how'd that go?
It was very well, very informative. There were some good demos to actually put to back up what we learned in the textbook per se. You know, it was good visual learning with good examples and backed up what we went through in the presentation.
That's great. So were there any tips or advice that you got that you can take back to the guys at the shop?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we're just separating out the differences between the positive displacement pumps and the centrifugal pumps was informative, and identifying the subtle differences between cavitation between the two different types of systems was a good learning.
That's great. Is this the first time you've been to this event?
This is my second time. I was at the 10th.
Okay, it's good. So it was good enough that you wanted to come back.
Absolutely.
So there's always something new to learn, I guess.
Yep, I actually some of the sessions I attended last time were on the list again, but I was able to fill my today's curriculum with some new courses that I'm looking forward to.
That's fantastic. Thank you.